am so grateful for all the money that I have in my life. I am so grateful for all forms of money. I am so grateful for all the wonderful things money does for me and my family. The more money I have, the more I get to express more of who I am, the more I can give to causes that I believe in. The more money I have, the better my life is. I always welcome money into my life in all forms.
Welcome in, money, family. Welcome in, my healthy, wealthy family and my healers. Those that are on Charlene Heal. Welcome in. How are you? As promised, this is part 8 of our 8-part series. So this is the final chapter on money, mindset, and freedom. So we're going to just go over just the past episodes that we did. And if you have not seen it, you should take a look if you're interested in developing a better relationship with money and just becoming more aware of some of the way you might be feeling about money, how it affects our health and all that stuff. So I'll do a brief recap. And then after that, we'll get into tonight's topic, which is why are you seeking financial freedom? Why do you want to be financially free? We're going to get into that. So I invite you to take a deep breath, relax, maybe get your cup of tea or glass of wine, whatever your choice of beverage is. And let's just get our notebooks out as we may take some notes as we share. And I invite you to share your wealth vibrations with us. Some of the affirmations that you use or whatever. So I'm just going to put on wealth vibration as we allow more folks to come in. For those that are catching this after, welcome in. You are appreciated. I'm so excited about this. See you in a bit. Yes. I love those affirmations. I love having money. Don't you? Money is a beautiful servant, is it not? Think of all the wonderful things money does for us. So, part of the purpose of having this 8-part series of money, mindset, and freedom is to bring us to the awareness of how we feel about money, how to treat money better, how to allow more money to come into our life, how not to stress money, but celebrate money and be happy with money. So, for instance, when you see your bill is coming due Do you feel happy about it when you get a bill in the mail or maybe email or however? Do you feel happy about it? Or do you feel like, oh my God, my bill is due? So part of the process here was to get us comfortable with it, happy about it, and celebrate the wonderful things that money does and how to bring more coins into our life. Now, I'm just going to do a brief recap, but before I do, let me just welcome in everyone that is in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. I see you. Cool gamer. How are you, my family? Welcome in. We have a member in the house on Charlene Hill's side. Hey, hey, hey. Shout out to all my members. I see another member in the house. K Plus Gaming. Welcome in, my brother. You've been MIA for a while, so it's good to have you back. I love your presence here. Supermod. Be sure to check out these guys' channels for those of you that are interested in gaming. Check out Cool Gamer and K Plus Gaming. And I see here the mother and daughter duo. Hey, 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 welcome in, beautiful soul. Good evening to you. And good evening. I'm sorry, Bagass. Forgive me if I am saying that wrong, but Bagass, welcome in. You're in the house of wealth and wellness. I hope everyone is doing wonderful. So, as I like to do, take a deep breath. Release all your energies of the day, the week, the year, whatever. And just come and be present in this moment with me right now. Right now, we're going to focus on money. We're going to look at money in a positive light and embrace and learn how to love, treat, and honor money. Not to worship money, but to appreciate it for what it is, a beautiful servant here to serve us on our journey on this earth plane. So let me just recap episode 1. We focus on what is money. I broke down the fact that money is more than physical. Money is energy. Money is a currency. And if it's a currency, we can flow that currency to us. How do we allow that to happen? You'll have to go back and check that episode and the other episodes following up. The second episode was building a relationship with money. You see, a lot of us, yours truly included, as I speak to you, I'm also speaking to myself. A lot of us have what they call in the personal development world, hidden money blocks or a blockage towards money. And that's part of our subconscious mind based on our upbringing. Some of us have negative or unhealthy patterns surrounding money that we're not consciously aware of. So part of the purpose of what I did here in this 8-part series is to bring our conscious awareness to whichever area we need to focus on to improve our relationship with money and not feel jittery and scared about it, but just to relax and be at peace with money. Welcome in, my sister Rochelle. Bless you, darling. I was thinking about you today as I was thinking about like around the home projects. I was like, I think Rochelle would be a good person to reach out to. But good to see you, sis. Welcome in. So build a beautiful relationship with money. The link to the playlist for this, the Freedom playlist, is pinned in the chat, both on Charlene Heal and on Conscious Business Services. So make sure that you check it out. I may say something in there that may remind you of something that you need to work on, or it might be something totally new to you. So make sure you check it out after this, or put it in your watch later, and just binge that playlist at your own rate, your own leisure, and take mental notes. Now, after building a relationship with money, we talked about getting comfortable with your coins, getting comfortable with money. How many of you, and I give this example a while back, how many of you feel uncomfortable with money in a way that you may not even recognize? Like, for instance, right? When I used to go to the hairdresser as a much younger woman, I felt so tense and nervous. Like I knew I had enough money to pay for the hairstyle. But for some reason, instead of me being able to just sit and relax and allow the pleasure of someone getting, doing your hair for you, I would always feel so tense. I'm like, oh my gosh, like how much is she going to charge? Or do I have enough money? Or like, oh my gosh, I just can't wait to just hand over this money so I could relax and breathe. It was like so tense for me. And I don't know why that was happening to me at the time, but I didn't even recognize it. I would just always go and feel so much tension. And I don't know what's your example. If you have an example of, you experiencing discomfort with money, maybe you're like taking a bus ride or a taxi and you're like, oh my gosh, do I have enough money? Or are they going to charge me some crazy rate that I can't afford or that might make my heart race? So begin to pay attention to those things and learn how to get comfortable with money. What can help you is maybe some quick affirmations like, I always have enough money. Money loves coming to me. I love and appreciate all the money that I have. No matter if it's 8 cents, $8, $8 million, be grateful for the money that you have. Don't look at your money like, oh my God, this is not enough to cover all my bills. Like, you know what? I got some money here. I'm grateful for this money and what it can do for me. I invite the energy of multiplication to multiply this money, help this money grow. And as you start doing that, you will begin to think of different ways when you program your mind, your brain. Keep in mind, the mind and the brain is separate, but they work in unison sometimes, okay? But when you program your brain, it will then start to seek answers to help you find solutions or find ways to bring more money into your life. But it really starts within your energy. Are you relaxed? Are you chill about money? Do you just let go and allow it to come to you, to flow to you? I don't believe we should have to work hard for money. I believe we should all contribute with our special skills, gifts, and talents. But we shouldn't have to work so hard that we barely have energy to do other things like enjoy time with family, which is what we're going to get into tonight about freedom. Now, the next thing we talk about in the other episode was money mantras and affirmations. I talk about what a mantra is, what an affirmation is, the difference, and how you can use both or one or the other to improve your relationship with money, how you can use it to bring money into your life. For instance, a couple of years ago, I came across this Bob Proctor affirmation, and I redid it in my own way, my own words, which is what I always encourage. When you're doing affirmations, you want to make it your own. That's how they work for you, because you have to feel it in your vibration. So anyway, Bob Proctor did this affirmation about money coming to me continuously from multiple sources and increasing quantities. And I started saying that affirmation every day, a couple of times a day. And guess what? My money flow increased because I believed it. I felt it. I made it my own. So I felt obligated to share it as I came on the YouTube platform. I do have a stream that's just repeating that affirmation. And repetition is key. When you repeat, it helps you to program your mind. And believe me, sometimes it's an ongoing battle, an ongoing struggle and tension. And you just have to find your balance to get your mind programmed the way that serves you best. All right? Don't give up. Just keep trying, keep pushing, keep going. And you know that saying, fake it till you make it. So even if you don't believe in your affirmations in the beginning, eventually you will start to believe it. You will start to feel it and vibe with it. So just stick with the process. Stick with the process, believe it, and feel it. What does it feel like to be a multimillionaire? And if you say that affirmation, maybe you close your eyes and you feel like, this doesn't feel true for me. You feel tension, you feel jitters in your body and your heart and all that. That means you're not comfortable yet. So you have to work your way up to that, if that's what you desire, of course. But I'm just giving an example here. Get in the vibration of that which you desire. And how do you get into vibration? You feel it. How do you feel it? Sometimes you just have to say it until you feel it. You have to expose yourself to the things that bring that feeling. Whether it be a magazine, maybe something on YouTube, maybe being around certain vibrational people, whatever it is that works for you. Maybe just laying on the grass and imagining freedom and wealth, prosperity. So, the next thing we talked about was planting financial seeds. You can talk all the talk, but if you don't walk the walk, if you don't get some skin in the game, will it come to you? I won't say no. Stuff will come to you. However, when you put the work in, put some skin in the game, it comes to you a little bit faster. And besides, who wants to sit there and do nothing? You're not here for that. I mean, sometimes, yes, you want to do nothing. You just want to meditate, breathe, and just be free in that moment. However, put the work in. Put the work in. What is your daily affirmations, daily meditation, investing, learning how to invest, where to invest? All that stuff is going to help you to build your wealth portfolio. And on the journey, I also talk about different ways to build wealth. So again, check out that playlist. If you have not checked out that playlist, it is pinned in the chat. And that was part 5. Part 6 was bless your money. Come on now. Bless your money. Why, Charlene, should I bless my money? Well, because money is energy. Because money is your servant. Because money is useful. It's a beautiful, useful tool. And if you show money blessings, love, appreciation, Reverend Ike say money is like a woman. You have to build a relationship. You have to tell her you love her a lot. You have to romance her. So build that relationship with money. Bless your money. Like I said, give thanks for it. Tell your money, hey, when you go out there, and I spoke about all this, bring back more friends with you. Come back to me, return to me, multiply. Circulate money. Don't say I spend money, because when you spend something, what does that word spend mean? Gone, spent, done, finished. But when you circulate, what happens in the circle? It comes right back to you. So as you use money out there in the world, whether it be online or in-person transactions, give that money with joy, with love, with blessings, and say, I circulate this money. This money will come back to me multiplied, whether it be in the services that you're receiving or the products or the goods, or just actual cash or whatever form of money coming back to you. But always have that money returned to you multiplied. All right? So the next part, the last one that we did was 7. Part 7 was how money affects our health. And this one is really serious because a lot of us go through so much stress and it all relates back to finances. But we sometimes get so busy that we don't even make the connection or think about how money affects our health. When you see bills and you get stressed, honey, beautiful soul, that's affecting your health. That affects your health because stress turns into dis-ease. You might be suffering from headaches, loss of sleep. You might be overeating or under-eating. You might be yelling at your children or snapping at the people that you love and care about. You might be going through so much stress because you're looking at your phone like, oh my God, that's a bill collector. And you're tense and, it's just a lot. And that particular part was just focus on becoming more aware. And of course, I couldn't cover everything that you need to be aware of, but I encourage you to just pay attention to your thoughts, to your feelings surrounding money and how it affects your heart, your brain, every part of you. Some of us, it affects our neck or our back. You see, when we go through things, you might brush it off and say, hey, well, whatever, that's gone, it's done, I release it. However, the body remembers and the body stores these things. So you have to touch yourself, maybe take a bath with salt and different things that can cleanse you, detox you. You have to release. Tap yourself. Give yourself love along with your affirmations. Just breathe, release. You have to let it go. This is for your own mental and physical health, emotional health as well. All right. Hey, welcome in. I see another member in the chat. Yes, Rochelle, circulate that money. That's what I'm talking about, sis. You circulate that money. And I owe this awareness to Reverend Ike, bless his soul. He's the first person that I heard say, hey, don't ever say spend money. Say I circulate money. I was like, this makes sense. So whenever I hear things, I always try to think of other ways that I could enhance my thought patterns regarding anything in my life that might make my life better. And I share where I see fit and necessary. Thanks for sharing, Rochelle. I appreciate it. Welcome in, sweet angel. How are you, darling? Mwah. So now we're going to get into tonight's topic. And forgive me if that took a while to get here, but I just wanted to give you a meat of everything we did, like just, a quick synopsis, but it took a little while longer than I expected, but hey, you just got to flow with it, right? So tonight is all about, why do I want financial freedom? What is financial freedom and why do I want it? Well, does financial freedom mean you have to be a multimillionaire or a billionaire? Not necessarily. Does being wealthy or rich means you have to be a multimillionaire or a billionaire? Not necessarily. You see, your definition of wealth and riches is really all personal and is totally up to you. What might be rich for someone here on the West might not be rich for someone on the East. The important thing is that joy, that peace, that harmony within yourself, and that which you're creating around you. Okay? That's the important part of being rich. To be rich means to be well, to be balanced, to be at peace, to be in harmony, to have all that you need, to be prosperous. And I'm not just talking financial prosperity. Yes, that is important. And yes, this segment is all about the coins and the money, because I understand that we need to get comfortable with money so that we can have more and do more as we bless what we have and we use what we have around us to build our life so that we can help others. Wealth is not just about us. It's about our families, our communities, our planet. How are we giving back? How are we using that wealth properly? Now let's talk about financial freedom. Hey, my brother, welcome in. Josh, how are you? So good to see you. Blessings to you, my darling. So what is financial freedom? Financial freedom, it just means, from my perspective, again, this is all personal. So if you want to share what financial freedom means to you in the chat or in the comment sections after, go right ahead. For me personally, it just means the freedom to do what I want financially without having to worry or feel like my heart skipping a beat, like, oh my God, can I afford that? I don't want to have to ask that question, can I afford that? Oh my gosh, that's too expensive. Although I always suggest having a lot of money doesn't mean being carefree with your money. Always use your money wisely. Not because you have a lot of money, you're just going to, shoot. Oh, that's $50,000, but it's really worth $200. Are you really going to just throw $50,000 there? No. Use your money wisely. Honor your money, respect your money. All right, so it's just really the freedom to do what you would love to do without worrying about it. If you feel like just taking a vacation, you feel like, just hanging out with your family and not having to go to work, that is financial freedom. The freedom to do what you would love to do, the freedom of choice. Financial freedom gives you choice. It gives you power. When you don't have to depend on someone else for your paycheck, for your income, it is powerful. When you have control of your time, you see, it's not just about the finances. The finances, the money, the cash, the coins helps you to buy your freedom. Now, why do you want freedom? Help me, family, in the chat. Hey, Johnny Small Pepper is in the house. Hey, what's up, my brother? Welcome in. So good to see you. Now, tell me in the chat, please. What does financial freedom mean for you? And what would you do with that freedom? Why is freedom so important? How many of you ever had a boss that's annoying? Or even if the boss is like really cool, really nice, you just feel a certain energy when the boss is around you. You just don't feel as relaxed or as comfortable in, just being yourself. Like, oh, you're almost always scared, like, oh, I might get fired or I might do something wrong and get in trouble and all that stuff. And you just feel like you're in this compressed ball and you're not really free to be yourself. For those of you that have jobs, a great place where you're allowed to be creative and express who you truly are, kudos. And shout out to all those employers that endorse that kind of thing. That's something I'm working on as I create my businesses. I don't want to have employees. I want to have like people that I work with, people that are creative and entrepreneurial, and they also feel free. I don't want to say, hey, you got to work from 9 to 5. I want to set up a system that allows everybody to live freely, enjoy time with family. And as I say that, I'm getting to what freedom means to me. Why do I endorse financial freedom? And let me just read this. Joshua said, I live in a shelter, on October 7th. Okay. But you know what, Josh? Everything happens in your life for you to help you to get to your next level. So use that opportunity now as you're homeless to work on what you need to work on. Only you know what you need to be working on right now. Whatever's speaking to your soul as you go through this, don't allow any stress to get to you. Because when you get stressed, you get distracted from your main focus, what you're supposed to be focused on, because life gives us lessons. Those lessons are to help us to move to the next level. There's a lot of people that were homeless that became millionaires. All right? And I look for a new place and prosperity soon. Yes. But you know what? I would do some affirmations around that if I were you. And remember, when you're doing your affirmations and you're scripting, you speak it as though it already happened. Present tense, okay? Present tense. And let me see here. Angel is saying it means freedom and not being controlled by others. Exactly. I agree with that. It means freedom. You're not being controlled. Like when people are controlling your time, let's say you have to clock in from 9 to 5, 9 to 6 or whatever. You're given your time so that you can get some dollars in exchange so you can, take care of yourself and your family. That's just how the world is set up. But it's up to you while you're doing that to set up your plan to break out of that plan if it's not the plan for you. For some people, they're fine with that. That works for them. But some people, some of us, we prefer to be on our own time, generate our own income. So what are you doing outside of work that's generating income for you and your family? What are you doing that's setting up the foundation for the generations to come? And I know sometimes it may seem like a big task, but if something like that is in your heart, it's been planted there for a reason. It means that you can achieve it. You can do it. Dreams just don't come to you because they want to come to you. You've been implanted with that before you were even born. That's like your soul signature calling to you, saying, hey, this is what you're here to manifest. This is what you're here to create. Wealth, freedom, prosperity. And it's a selfless act. Although sometimes you may need to fly solo so that you can be in your own energy, your own vibration. When you're manifesting, sometimes you just got to close everything out outside of you and just connect with that beautiful vibration that's within you. Your inner cosmos and your outer cosmos. However you want to say that. But sometimes you really just got to shut out everything. Family, friends, all that. And go within so that you can hear your own voice. Your godly voice or your goddess voice. However you want to say that. Your highest self. Sometimes you just got to be quiet. You got to be still. And that's something I'm working on right now. Being still, being quiet. And it's a beautiful space to be in. K Plus, I want to thank you for sharing those links out. For anyone that wants to donate to the channels, there's Cash App, Charlene Heal. There's also the merch store. So don't forget to click on that link and check out the merch store. I'll have some new merch coming soon. Some affirmation maybe type of merch. But there's some stuff that I have in my heart to do for the merch store. So please stay connected with that. And of course, there's also memberships and super chats. So thank you for that, K Plus. I appreciate it. And let's see here. Angel said, yes, it took me 3 times. Hopefully you get it quicker than I did. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Angel. Maybe you're talking to somebody else in the chat. And every day we are blessed. We are blessed every day. From the moment we wake up, we're blessed. You can see. Some of us may not be able to see, but you can hear. Some of us may not be able to hear, but we can breathe. At least we're doing that. Because if we're not breathing, we're not alive. So there's always something to be grateful for. What are you grateful for right now? And as we focus about money, we focus on money, we talk about money. What are you grateful for surrounding your money? I'm grateful for the wonderful things money can do for me, for what it does for me and my family. I'm grateful that I can buy food for my family with my money. I'm grateful that I could put a roof over our heads, buy clothes. You know what I'm saying? There's so many beautiful things that money can do. Money can enhance your happiness. Money is not the source of your happiness. It's not the source of your distress. It's not the source of evil. Money is a wonderful tool that we've been blessed to have. And we need to treat it with that love and respect that it deserves. Now, freedom, freedom, freedom. Freedom to be who you're meant to be. Freedom to work on things that really speaks to your heart. Ask yourself, what would I do if I didn't have to maybe work for money? What would I be doing with my time right now? What brings me the most joy? And you don't have to answer that now, but as you go through your days, ask yourself that. What makes me feel happy? And some of us might be thinking about career, yours truly. But then I realized, as I asked myself this question over and over as I went through my days, I was like, I really just enjoy hanging out with my son, playing with him. He's 4, going on 21 or something. And I realized I just enjoy hanging out with him, teaching him, playing with him, just observing him, hugging him, watching a show maybe with him. That brings me so much joy. And I'm like, what if I can do stuff with him and still get paid? How do I create a world where I'm enjoying my family time and I'm getting paid? How do I create a career around this? You know what I'm saying? So just open up your mind and your thoughts to the possibility of, So I realized I really love this. And there's multiple other things that I love. I love having time with my family, mothers, siblings, aunts, uncles, all that. And I love having time with myself. No shame in the game. Sometimes I just want to be alone. I just want to be with Charlene. And that's okay in my book. Time for me is paramount. That's my time to really just listen and observe my life, because it's paramount that we analyze ourselves. We must have healthy conversations with ourselves. Not to knock yourself down when you make a mistake, but to recognize that mistake and talk about, hey, how can I improve myself here? How can I not repeat this mistake? How can I be better tomorrow? Will you make that same mistake again? Maybe. But each time you do, figure out how to change it, tweak it, make it better. And what you'll find in the moments as you're making that mistake again or doing whatever that act is that you may not like, in the moments you'll begin to realize, oh, I'm thinking about it now as I'm doing it. Okay, so let me fix it now as I'm doing it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's in the moments when you start to begin to become aware of your actions. It's in the moments that you're doing it. It's going to start becoming loud to you, like, oh, I'm doing it now. All right, girl, stop. And you reset. We all get angry sometimes, but you know what? How long do we stay in that vibration? Or how do we use that vibration in a positive way? Because anger is a beautiful energy when used right, but it could also be a destructive energy when used on the other end of the spectrum. So what does freedom mean for you? And what are you working on to get yourself to financial freedom? Are you happy with your money? Or are you stressing about how much money you don't have? Because you see, when you focus on what you don't have, that's what you're vibrating and that's what you're attracting, what you don't have. So begin to show gratitude for that money that you do have already. Whether it be 5 cents, 500, 5,000, whatever it is, and give thanks. And remember, you always have more than you know. The universe is vast, it's limitless, it's abundant, it's prosperous, it is rich, it is wealthy. And remember, there are different seasons in your life. Use each season to your best so that you can thrive with every season. Plant financial seeds that will grow. And as I say that, I remember for those of you that are looking to start investing, you can start with $1, $5, or whatever. You don't need a lot of money to start. And sometimes the best time to start investing is when you don't have too much, so you're not so afraid of losing. Keep in mind, when it comes to investing in stocks and these things, you're going to lose, you're going to gain. Understand that from the jump. So don't get your emotions attached. But as you go ahead and you start and you get comfortable and familiar with it, you will learn. Expose yourself to classes and information that will teach you how to invest wisely. Some of us invest intuitively and it pays off. So take the time you need to plan your life, plan your finances, seek advice when you need it, listen to the right people, follow the protocols and the steps that works for you. I advise the ancient wealth principles, those never fail. Save, invest, give, have fun. All that is part of building wealth. You want to enjoy every step of your journey. A lot of us live in someday I'll or tomorrow I'll. Someday I'll do this, tomorrow I'll do this, or soon I'll do this. No, enjoy it now. Start creating the space that you want to be in. If it's going to be, then it's up to me, right? Say that to yourself. If it's going to be, it's up to me. I got to get it done. Now, how you get it done It's up to you as well. Are you going to get it done the hard way? Or are you going to get it done the way that flows beautifully so you don't feel overwhelmed or stressed out or just completely exhausted? You don't want to exhaust yourself in this process. Building wealth should be a wonderful experience. Would it get a little challenging sometimes? Yes. But you know what? Open your mind, be ready in advance for those challenges and just prepare for them. Like no matter what it looks like, I'm not going to give up. Let's say for instance you have an investment account. No matter what's happening, you already decide before you started that account that I'm not going to touch this account until 10 years from now or until it gets to this amount. Whatever it is. So no matter what's going on, you have that discipline to not touch that money because you know that money set aside for building your financial wealth, for getting you to financial freedom. Now you want to have multiple sources of income. That's a given. So I'm not even going to get into that. That is a given. Thank you. I see Rochelle is saying, yes, learn from your mistakes. Yeah, exactly. And sometimes they do repeat. And you know what? When you repeat your mistakes over and over, because a lot of us go around in cycles, unfortunately. I have been one of those people going around in cycles, but for you to break your cycle, if it's a cycle you don't like, you need to start paying attention first off. Analyze your life and ask the questions, empowering questions. Don't ask, oh God, why is this happening to me? Okay, what can I do with what's happening to me now? How can I change this and how can I use it to not just help myself out of this, but help other people? A lot of people might be going through these kind of things. So, how do we help them as we help ourselves? We must not be selfish on this journey of creating wealth. It's not just about us, it's about all of us. We're a community. Each one teach one, each one help one. All right. So I see here, Russia, thanks for that comment. And last thing on that, when you don't learn from your mistakes, the same situation is going to keep coming back in your life. And you know what? Life will beat you down. And that is not pretty. Life will beat you down. Like, come on, girl. Come on, brother. When are you going to learn your lesson? Open up your eyes. This is the same situation happening. Get out of there. What must you do to break that cycle and move to your next level? Level up, level up, level up. And that goes to relationship too. Some of us, you're in a relationship with a different person, but it's the same energy. Nothing changed. You're repeating the same cycle. So you need to check with yourself. I'm not being harsh. I'm just being honest. If we're not honest, we don't grow. We don't learn. We don't evolve. And Angel is saying freedom means joy and love. Yes, joy, love, peace, prosperity, all that good vibration. Just doing what I want to do. You know, having my time to travel, to give, to share, to stand on my platform, my stage, you know, just being me. Totally. That is freedom. Excellent coaching, Charlene. Oh, thank you so much, my brother. And thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. And I know you shared, so thank you for sharing. You always do. Angel is saying great advice. Thank you, my beautiful sister. And yes, be grateful for what you have. Oh, we have a super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. May blessings be returned to you multiplied. Abundant blessings. And I know you give that money with love. So I receive it with love. And that money will circulate back to you multiplied. Watch and see. That was for the super chat. Thank you so much again, sis. And I see my sister is in the chat. My sister in manifestation. Welcome in live. How are you, beautiful soul? Thank you for being here. That's not a member in the chat as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome in To all my members, thank you so much. I know I've been MIA for about a month, but I'll be back and we can continue our healing journey. I hope you've been keeping up with our practices and our breathing. I've been getting some new inspiration for stuff that we can do together as we heal and grow together in our beautiful community. So thank you for being with me on this journey. So if anyone else wants to share about what freedom means to them, go ahead and share that. For me, also, freedom, it really is something near and dear to my heart. And even though I don't always feel free, I do find moments to feel free. I do find time, I make the time, I create the time, the space to feel free, to just release and let go and just have my space, my time. Okay? So make sure you do that as you take care of yourself. You write down your financial plan. Now, I challenge you to do this. This weekend, or you could do it tonight. Get a book and write a letter to yourself. Write a letter describing your perfect life. So you're writing a letter to your future self about this perfect life that is perfect for you. Will there be challenges in your life? Probably so. The challenges are beautiful. Like, listen, they help us to grow. We must stop seeing challenges as a struggle or a punishment or suffering. Suffering is a choice. Challenges will happen in your life, whether you're wealthy or not wealthy, whether you have a lot of money or not a lot of money. Challenges will always be there. They're not meant to be taken as suffering. Suffering is a choice. You can choose to take your challenge and elevate yourself and those around you, those that are willing. Or you could just lament in it and cry about it and continue that cycle of just feeling like you're suffering through this life. Life is so beautiful. I kid you not. No matter what you're going through, there's always something in life that you can be grateful for. Something in life that can ignite your inner peace, your inner joy. Will we go through sadness sometimes, grief and all that? Yes. It's all part of the process of life. But our challenge, our thing, is how we come through it. Who do we become throughout all these experiences? Who are we becoming as we journey on this road? Bring yourself to the present. Don't always think about, oh, yes, you plan for your future, but remember to be present. A good way to be present is to breathe in the moment. Look around you, observe, really connect and speak to the people that are close to you. Be in the moment. Choose to be happy now. Don't wait for everything to be perfect around you and then, then I'm going to be happy. No. Happiness is also a choice. Peace is a choice. So cultivate those energies within you. So no matter what is happening around you, those keep you anchored. Will you feel a little stir sometimes? Maybe, yeah. Okay, it's a human experience. Deal with it. But come back to your space of peace and have it with you always. No one can take your peace away unless you let them. No one can take your joy away unless you let them. So stop giving your power away. Stop giving your power away. Financial freedom, time and money freedom, only if you will it. It is possible. Only if you will it so. So it's up to you to decide. And then when you decide and you make up your mind, I believe it's Les Brown that says, nothing beats a made up mind. When you make up your mind, when you make a decision and you really feel it and you know it, game over. Whatever it is you put your mind to, you better believe it. It's done. It is done. And I know you know this. How many times have you decided you're going to do something, but you didn't really mean it? And it's like, whatever. But when you decided that you're going to get something done and you really felt it, you know it, you saw it, you vibrated it, and it gets done. This is just what it is. Whenever you make up your mind to do something, you get it done. So make up your mind whether or not you want financial freedom in your life and to share with those that you love and those coming after us. You see, time and money freedom is important. Some people have money freedom, but they don't have time freedom. And this is what I'm talking about. Having a lot of money doesn't necessarily mean you're happy. But it would be great to have a lot of money and have a lot of joy with it. Happiness and money. The money complements your life. Money complements your happiness. Is it the source of your happiness? No, you're the source. The Most High is your source. All right? The money is just a beautiful tool to complement that joy, that peace, whether you're using the money to go on a spa day or maybe go out on your yacht or whatever it is that brings you peace and joy. Now, before I go, there's something else that I wanted to share as far as money. Right. Some of us, we have the money freedom, but not the time freedom. And some of us, we have the time freedom, but not the money freedom. And as some people might say, oh, he's broke or she's broke. And I encourage you not to ever say that about yourself or anyone else for that matter. Stop saying you're broke. Okay, so maybe you have a cash flow challenge right now, but you know what? It's about to be over. Declare that and start focusing your mind on like, okay, how do I get out of this situation and never get back to this situation? How do I evolve and never go back there and help some people along the way? How do I do that? So take the time that you need to start planning your life. Write that letter to yourself. Or it doesn't have to be a letter. It could just be write the way you would love your life to be. Oh gosh, I see myself enjoying family vacations. I see myself speaking at different business conferences. I see myself helping to create more peace and balance in this world. Whatever it is for you. I see myself laying on the beach, drinking some coconut water. I see myself traveling. Whatever it is, being healthy, more energized. Write it out as though it already happened. In fact, what you can do is you reverse and as if your future self is talking to you now, like, hey girl, we did this already. That's done. That's done. That's done. You're a multi-millionaire. Oh, you have multiple companies. You've helped the world. You've helped with so many diseases and stuff. Like whatever it is, you've made the world better. Just do it. Like what Rochelle said. Yes, just do it. Life is truly beautiful, but it's up to us to see it, feel it, and embrace it. You want to have time and money freedom. You don't want to have the money and not the time to enjoy it and do the things you would love to do. And you don't want to have the time freedom and no money to do certain things. You want to have it both. Time and money freedom. Say that in the chat with me. Time and money freedom. I have time and money freedom. I have time and money freedom. I have the freedom to enjoy my life the way I love. I have the time to do the things I really love and enjoy doing. I have the money to give me the choices that I really love. Money gives you choices. You can make better choices with money. Or you may not have to choose. Like, do I want the ice cream and the sprinkles? Or do I just want both? Why not? Stop limiting yourself to say, oh, I'm going to either take this one or that one. I'll take both. Thank you. Why not? Why not? And allow yourself to be free as you're manifesting. Don't put a limit on how the universe brings it to you. So, you know what? Divine, thank you for this beautiful new car. And you might say, oh, but I don't want a payment on it. I want it paid full in cash or whatever. Nah, just release it. Like, you know what? Thank you for this beautiful new Toyota Camry or Lexus, whatever it is. I don't know, BMW, whatever. Thank you for this beautiful new car that works well, that will drive me and my family safely to where we need to go. This or something better still. Universe, I'm open to you bringing this gift to me however you see fit that's most suitable for me, that will come to me in such a beautiful way that it doesn't cause me any harm, any stress, any tension, just a beautiful flow. So you allow this stuff to come to you in a beautifully flowing way. Because you see, sometimes when we ask for things, it might come to us, but in a way that's like, oh my God, this is a lot of stress. Let's say you're buying a house, and it's like, oh my gosh, there's so many things to put in place, and it's like such a struggle. Like, oh my God, you want everything to flow with ease. You don't want to be like, oh my gosh, this and that, and so much clunks. Everything, you just open and invite the flow. Like, universe, I allow this to flow to me beautifully, in divine order, in divine timing. I am patient as I allow you to bless me the way that I deserve to be blessed. That I deserve to be blessed. Yes, I love time and money freedom. Yes, time and money freedom. Hey. All right, that's what I'm talking about. And remember, guys, as you go through whatever it is you're going through in your life right now, it's all there. Those are all tools for you to use to help you to get to where you need to go. Believe you me. It's in the storm that you find your strength. It's in the storm that you find who you truly are, and you understand what you're working with. And that's the energy of the Most High. You see, how you behave when you're going through a storm tells you of your character. Now, when you look at yourself, that character, is that who you really want to be? Or do you choose to be something else? Remember that story of Jesus in the boat sleeping while there was a storm? He didn't care. It's like, you waking me for this? Peace, be still. You have the power to control how you feel about the circumstances surrounding your life. Remember this. A ship travels through so much different water, on top of so much water, but it doesn't sink because of the water that is on. It sinks because of the water that gets in it. So if you allow the water to get into your ship and sink your ship, that's on you. So you could go through all the water, all the different tides and storms, but you don't have to let it get to you. You don't have to let it sink you or take you down. You can smile at the storm too. Smile at the storm, because you know what? The storm will help you come out the other side better, stronger, wiser. And you're going to help somebody. But what you went through, you're going to encourage somebody today, tomorrow, in the future, maybe well after you're gone. The information you leave will help someone. So embrace your storm, embrace your challenges. Don't give up on yourself. And remember, you are wealthy. Say it with me. I am wealthy, and I use my wealth for good. I use my wealth to create a better world. Hey, Justice in, welcome in. How are you? I was talking about you the other day, remembering our dance. We miss you over at Angel Light Over Darkness chat. Good to see you, fam. So, remember that. And storms don't last. My uncle would say, Tough times don't last, but tough people do. So get in the game of financial freedom, time and money freedom. Remember, it's not just about financial freedom. You want that time as well, so you can enjoy your financial gains. Be a blessing to yourself, be a blessing to someone, and remember to love your money, bless your money, and use it well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with me on this 8-part series of Mindset, Money, and Freedom. If this has been a blessing to you in some way, I invite you to like it, share it with someone that might need it, share it on your social media platform. Leave a feedback in the comments with me. Let me know some of your thoughts on, either this segment or the others that I've done on money, mindset, and freedom, and let me know. You can also go to my description section, and there's a link there. You can, if you want to begin your financial journey of investing, go to my link where there's a link to Robinhood. And I believe you'll get 1 or 2 stocks for free once you start investing with at least, I think, $1 or $5 or something like that. It's a great way to get started and tune in and learn how to grow your money, your coins. All right. So definitely use that link, because when you get free stocks, I get free stocks too. And that's how we grow in this community. We help each other build wealth. All right. And thanks for dropping that again. If anyone wanted to check out the merch store, go ahead and do that. Thanks for the super chat. If you want to send Cash App directly, that information is also in the link that K Plus dropped. Thank you so much. Guys, I appreciate you, and I wish you nothing but the best on this journey. I will see you next Thursday. We're starting a new topic. We're going to be talking about the universal laws. So if you have experience, well, we all do. But if you want to be on the panel with me on one of those vibrations for the 12 universal laws, we'll go each law one at a time. Reach out to me on Instagram and we can talk about coming up on the panel. If you want to share your perspective on that and your knowledge, we can team up and talk about the universal laws, how it affects our life, how it influences our life, our finances, and different aspects of our life. The first law we're going to talk about is the law of oneness. All right, so that's going to be next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Charlene Heal, be sure to join me. It's either going to be tomorrow night or Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to do the full moon in Taurus. It's going to be a lunar eclipse. Oh, my goodness. I know some of you are feeling that energy already, so I'm looking forward to that as well. All right, my beautiful, healthy, wealthy family. I will see you on Saturday or Friday, but definitely next Thursday, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, take good care of yourself and take good care of your money. Bye-bye, loves.
I am so grateful for all the money that I have in my life. I am so grateful for all forms of money. I am so grateful for all the wonderful things money does for me and my family. The more money I have, the more I get to express more of who I am, the more I can give to causes that I believe in. The more money I have, the better my life is. I always welcome money into my life in all forms. I am so grateful for all the money that I have in my life. I am so grateful for all forms of money. I am so grateful for all the wonderful things money does for me and my family. The more money I have, the more I get to express more of who I am, the more I can give to causes that I believe in. The more money I have, the better my life is. I always welcome money into my life in all forms. I